go home, go to a different school and get my master's.
Start working within the field of communication, specifically advertising and public relations.
I plan to come back at Lynn and pursue my MBA in financial valuation and investment management.
The million-dollar question. You know, there's a lot of things to do. Right now I'm getting my master's in business, so I kind of want to do something in the business world and kind of go see what's out there for me and you know, see what the world has.
I see myself in the future as a successful woman. I am very proud of being Hispanic and being the first person of my family to come to the US, so I want to make sure that I make myself proud, work, and have perseverance.
Hopefully with a beautiful family and a big house and a nice boat.
Having a beautiful family, playing volleyball, and enjoying my last years of volleyball after my graduation.
Working as an artist for Disney or Universal, I feel like it's always important to stay confident and push through to achieve your goals. So I'm gonna say, in the future, I am a concept artist for Disney Pixar. Mark my words.
Was very different than how I am now. I wasn't as mature, and I definitely didn't take things as seriously as I do now.
I was a part of the group that unfortunately did not get a graduation in high school due to COVID, so it's been amazing getting to celebrate graduation season with my family and friends and being able to physically be together.
I feel way more prepared for life. I feel prepared for the challenges that life is going to throw at me, for the people, for everything, all the life experiences that I have left to have.
Professor Michael Pizzini. He is one of the main professors for the Forensic Investigations course, and I absolutely love him. He has taught me everything I know, and he has been such a big inspiration for me, and I hope that one day I can be like him in the field.
Cindy Kirker, criminal justice, and the other one, also criminal justice, Paul Gormley. They were both really helpful to me. You know, they were leading me in the right direction, showing me the right outputs, and showing me the right things to do, and throughout the classes, you know, extremely helpful. So props to both of those professors.
One with Joe Engels is data analytics. He made me realize that I don't really have to be scared of trying new things. It helped me push myself to do things outside of my comfort zone and learn some tactical skills I wouldn't have otherwise.
Professor Curtis, he's a really big sports guy, and he was always very easy to talk to, and he's helped me out a lot.
I think all my professors have had an amazing impact on me, but if I had to pick just one, it would be Professor Jennifer McFarland. She is an amazing professor who has really become a mentor for me. She has taught me so much within the classroom and outside of the classroom. I've gotten so many experiences, and I've learned so many lessons that I will take with me throughout my career.
Michael Crary, he was one of the professors that he knew what to do, and he always spoke to us, he always coached us. Without him, I think that my experience here would have been a completely different experience, and I really owe a lot of it to him.
Good afternoon. Our commencement ceremony is about to begin. Please take this opportunity to check all cell phones and electronic devices and make sure they remain silent for the entire program. This is a very special day for all families. It is a joyous and dignified event. Please be respectful and express your excitement in ways that will not prevent others from hearing, seeing, or enjoying the ceremony. Disrespect or disruptive behavior may result in removal from the main hall. Thank you for considering our graduates as they celebrate their special day. To ensure this moment is memorialized for all, we have professional photographers who will capture each graduate walking across the stage for this remarkable milestone. Graduates will be contacted directly for their photos. After the ceremony, there are several photo opportunities for you to take pictures with your graduate, both inside and outside the main hall. Please feel free to share your favorite photos on social media using the hashtag #WeAreLynn. Thank you. Class of 2025, please stand and face those who have come to celebrate you today. Ladies and gentlemen, give a round of applause to the class of 2025. Graduates, please remain standing. Ladies, gentlemen, and graduates, please welcome our Chief Marshal, Dr. Marquita Wright, and the Donald E. and Helen L. Ross College of Education, led by Gonfalon Bearer, Dr. Kelly Burleson, and Marshal Dr. Jennifer Lesh. Please welcome the Burton D. Morgan College of Aeronautics, led by Gonfalon Bearer Professor Frank Ferrante and Marshal Professor Don Corse. Please welcome the Conservatory of Music, led by Gonfalon Bearer Professor Dan Satterwhite and Marshal Professor Lisa Leonard. Please welcome the Eugene M. and Christine E. Lynn College of Communication and Design, led by Gonfalon Bearer Professor Brandon Kraft and Marshal Professor Martin Phillips. Please welcome the College of Arts and Sciences, led by Gonfalon Bearer Professor Daniel Ketcher and Marshal Dr. Sarah Warch. Please welcome the College of Business and Management, led by Gonfalon Bearer Professor Victor Leon and Marshal Professor Sherry Andre. Please welcome the Lynn University faculty, led by the 2024 recipient of the Scholarship and Creative Activities Award, Dr. David Wolf. Please welcome the President's Platform Party.
Mr. President, distinguished guests, members of the Platform Party, family members, friends, and most especially the graduates, I now declare Lynn University Commencement Ceremonies of 2025 to be open.
Good afternoon. We ask that you rise and welcome Dr. Jan Robertson, Dean of the Conservatory of Music, who will offer the invocation.
Let us pray. Most gracious and almighty God, we are so thankful for your welcome presence during this valued tradition, the gathering to bestow degrees celebrating the accomplishments of the Lynn University class of 2025. May this commencement ceremony be a source of inspiration to each graduate as they prepare for a future of service to society through their chosen field of study. May each student poised to enter the global community embrace with gratitude all of the people and experiences that supported and prepared them for this auspicious occasion. May each student here today extend appreciation and thanks to administration, faculty, staff, colleagues, family, and friends who collectively assisted their journey to this eagerly awaited and well-deserved moment in time. May every challenge faced by each graduate of the class of 2025 be a valued and meaningful experience in their memory. Thanks be to God. Amen.
Please remain standing for the singing of America the Beautiful, led by Sophia Jakovitz, who is graduating with a Bachelor of Fine Arts degree specializing in musical theater. During her 4 years with Lynn Drama, Sophia took lead roles including Fanny Bryce in Funny Girl and Maggie Winslow in A Chorus Line. She is excited to attend NYU in the fall to pursue her master's. Sophia would like to thank her family and friends for their unwavering love and support, and she is honored to sing America the Beautiful at today's ceremony.
Oh, beautiful for spacious skies, for amber waves of grain, for purple mountain majesties above the fruited plain. America, America, God shed His grace on thee and crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea. Oh, beautiful for pilgrim feet whose stern impassioned stress a thoroughfare of freedom beat across the wilderness. America, America, God mend thine every flaw, confirm thy soul in self-control, thy liberty in law.
Please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, the president of Lynn University, Dr. Kevin M. Ross.
Good afternoon, graduates, faculty, staff, family, friends, trustees, and distinguished guests, and welcome to Lynn University's 59th commencement exercises. Congratulations to the class of 2025. You are among the largest graduating classes in Lynn's history. Let's hear it for them. Today is a culmination of the journey you embarked on from your very first day at Lynn to your last assignment. You did it, and you've made it. And this day is incredibly special. It's a celebration of all of your achievements. We are as thrilled as you are. Well, maybe not as thrilled as you are, but we're pretty thrilled up here too, for your moment when you walk across this stage and you receive the degree that you worked so hard for. Be proud. It is an amazing accomplishment. As a Lynn student, you're also part of our multicultural campus. It is one of our great strengths. And this graduating class is an amazing example of the global student body. Today's nearly 1,000 graduates, this class of 2025, hail from 39 states and 49 countries. Throughout your years at Lynn, we came together as a community, from Celebration of Nations to Founders Day, Lynn's Giving to the Barbecue Brawl. Not surprisingly, all those events involved some sort of food gathering. This class cheered on many individual and team national titles for our championship fighting nights. And while you all enjoyed those events, you also worked hard. This is the first class that completed every semester with our block schedule. Along with time management, it provided you with the flexibility for internships, jobs on campus, and space to focus on large projects. As you look back and recall your journey at Lynn, take time to reflect on your successes, the assignments that challenged you, that made you a better writer, collaborator, and presenter. You exercised project management with some amazing productions like the Lynn Fashion Showcase and Celebration of Arts, and so many more. You claimed your own victories and shared moments with peers that will be lifelong memories. This is for certain. It left an imprint on you, and from your experiences like the Citizenship Project and your involvement on campus, you have left an imprint on Lynn. Lynn is part of who you are and who you will continue to become. Today you graduate with a resume and a portfolio ready to impress employers. Perhaps you're continuing your educational journey to have a master's doctoral degree. Perhaps you're still just figuring it out, and that is okay. Moving on to this next chapter, know this: you are ready for whatever is next. You have the knowledge and the muscle memory on how to conquer challenges. Lean on the lessons that you learned here as you navigate the world around you. Be prepared for successes and failures and how to overcome obstacles. You had time to hone skills and build resiliency here at Lynn. And you're a Lynn grad, so we know you're prepared and you're ready to be a change maker and a leader in your field. As you embark on your next adventures, we ask that you always remember your Lynn family, pay it forward, and mentor the next generation of Lynn students. Please keep in touch with our Career and Alumni Connections team. We love to celebrate your successes, and you might just be the person who changes the trajectory of someone's future. We look forward to welcoming you back to campus for our alumni events and hearing and celebrating about all those triumphs and milestones. Now, before you walk across this stage today in a few moments, there are a few groups that we want to recognize, people who were instrumental throughout your journey. First, we need to acknowledge your parents and your families because no one has looked forward to this day more than they have. We have about 5,000 of them here today. Parents and families, after all your excitement, pride, anxiety, and maybe a little worry, your graduate has made it. So grads, stand up, turn around and find them, and let's give a round of applause for your family members. There is another critically important group that I'd like you all to join me in thanking, and that is the amazing Lynn faculty. Let's hear it for your faculty. Graduates, our professors, administrators, and staff believed in you from the first moment we met you as prospective students, and they will all continue believing in you long after you leave Lynn. You've grown exponentially here, and you should be extremely proud as we are for you of learning an degree, and it took unwavering commitment. You guys can sit down now. You follow examples so well. Now, I know you all want to get pictures with your professors. You will have a chance. There's one final Lynn tradition. After we finish up all the ceremonies today, please stay until the very end, because as the alma mater plays, all of us here and your professors will form a line along the middle aisle, and we will have you all have your final congratulations and usher you out as Lynn alumni. Grads, when you depart today, hold your heads high with confidence. Today, class of 2025, we honor your dedication, your determination, and your transformation. We celebrate all of your accomplishments at Lynn and all of your achievements yet to come. Congratulations on a job very well done, and please enjoy this special day with your family and friends. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to introduce our platform guests to you. At this time, we ask the platform guests to remain standing after their introduction. Please hold your applause until all are introduced. Chief Marshal, Dr. Marquita Wright. Academic Dean and Assistant Vice President of Academic Affairs, Michael Petrosky. Donald E. and Helen L. Ross College of Education Dean, Dr. Kathleen Weigel. Burton D. Morgan College of Aeronautics Dean, David Cohen. Eugene M. and Christine E. Lynn College of Communication and Design Dean, Dr. Cesar Santalo. College of Arts and Sciences Dean, Dr. Gary Villa. College of Business and Management Dean, Dr. R.T. Good. Academic Support and Accessibility Dean Sean Eckstein. Interim Director for Campus Operations Madison Slate. Vice President for Enrollment and University Management Dr. Gareth P. Fowles. Chief Strategy and Technology Officer Dr. Christian G. Bonaforti. Vice President for Student Affairs Dr. Anthony R. Altieri. Vice President for Academic Affairs Dr. Katrina Carter-Tellison. General Counsel David Dudgeon. Chief Marketing Officer Sherry Weldon. Conservatory of Music Dean Dr. Jan Robertson. Board of Trustee Member Peter Smith. President Emeritus Dr. Donald E. Ross. Board of Trustees Chair Christine E. Lynn. Our President and Board of Trustees Member Dr. Kevin M. Ross. Our guest speaker Brandon Bustede. Distinguished Alumni Brett Podolsky. Board of Trustees Member James Milby. Ladies and gentlemen, this is our platform party. The student address will be given by Tanya Elizabeth George of the class of 2025. George graduates today with a Bachelor of Science in Marketing. A native of Port of Spain, Trinidad and Tobago, George is a first-generation college student. She credits her time as a volunteer and student worker in shaping her focus to helping others and making an impact. During her time at Lynn, George was a student ambassador, providing campus tours, an intern for academic affairs and planned logistics for on-campus events, and earned a key role with Lynn's Social Impact Lab, an experiential learning space that generates positive impact through sustainable business concepts. Each role prepared her for leadership positions as the vice president of Lynn's Caribbean Club and as president of the Student Impact Leaders Organization, focusing on volunteering, community engagement, and raising awareness on social injustices. In addition to studying abroad in Ireland and Spain, George volunteered in South Africa as a member of Lynn's Ambassador Corps program, working with schools, fostering sustainability, and engaging with community development efforts. Ladies and gentlemen, Tanya Elizabeth George.
Wow, I think everything was already said, so I could leave? Okay. President Ross, Mrs. Lynn, members of the Board of Trustees, honored guests, faculty, staff, and fellow graduates, thank you for being here today to celebrate this special occasion. I know I speak for my fellow graduates when I thank all the incredible people who brought us to this point. Our professors, our mentors, our friends, the Lynn community, and last, but certainly not least, our families. And now, I want to take a special moment to thank my family, Mom, Dad, and my two amazing sisters. Surprise! This was not an easy secret to keep from y'all. Thank you. Without your support, I would not be standing here. Before I get started, I would like to thank Lynn for that wonderful introduction. I'm so honored to have the chance to share a little bit about my journey. I come from a small but proud country, Trinidad and Tobago. I arrived at Lynn as a 19-year-old, never living outside my island. I had little to no knowledge of the world as I'm a first-generation college student. I had more questions than answers, and all I knew is that I wanted to step outside my comfort zone. I switched my major, not once, not twice, not 3 times, but 4 times. At this point, I feel like I should be awarded a degree in indecisiveness. Coming from a small island, trips to the US often meant stocking up on essentials we couldn't easily get back home. So, shopping became a bit of a highlight. Naturally, I started out as a fashion major, clearly hoping I could turn retail therapy into a career. But I quickly realized shopping wasn't my passion. Sorry, I mean fashion. Then came advertising and public relations, then social entrepreneurship, and finally, I landed on marketing. Wait, let me double check. Yes, that is definitely what my degree is in. When I first moved away from home, I had no idea how much Lynn would shape me. This is where my story truly began. It's where I found my people, my passion for impact, my love for travel, and most of all, my personal growth. I remember one of my first classes as a freshman with Dr. Anna Crift. She asked everyone to share what their first job was like. When it got to me, I was one of the only students who hadn't had one yet. Ironically, by the end of my freshman year, my first job ended up being right here at Lynn as a tour guide in the Office of Admission. This was the moment I started to realize the kind of opportunities Lynn had to offer. I wasn't just here for a degree. Although I definitely wanted one, I was here for something more. As freshman year continued, I'm sure many of us could remember the mandatory classes like Lynn 101 and citizenship. But for me, those mandatory moments quickly became meaningful ones, especially in my citizenship class with Dr. Stephanie Powers and Professor Gary Carlin. Through this experience, something in me shifted. I realized I didn't just want to participate. I wanted to make an impact. I wanted to do more. That more relieved itself in my sophomore year when I discovered the Social Impact Lab, a space that allowed me to transform my passion into meaningful action, whether through supporting local initiatives or traveling across the world to volunteer in South Africa. I share these experiences not to highlight me, but to highlight the power of community. Every step I took, every project I joined, every person I annoyed on campus, you know who you are, reminded me of how special Lynn truly is. It's a family, a place of humanity, connection, and growth. My journey has been anything but easy. It's been messy, uneven, and at times it felt like I was going backward. But every small step, every stumble, and every hard-earned lesson shaped me into someone stronger. So, here's the truth. Growth does not happen all at once, and we shouldn't underestimate the power of the in-between. When I look around this room, I don't just see graduates. I see change makers, storytellers, innovators, and future leaders. Together, we've grown through so much. We saw Lynn evolve before our eyes. 2 national championships earned on the same day, no less. A new gym, 1 residence hall completed, and another nearly done. And yes, we lost 2 parking lots in the mix. Who would have thought we'd actually miss the dirt lot? But we did, and somehow we survived, kind of. But that's the thing about growth. It's not always comfortable. It takes time, teamwork, and a whole lot of patience and resilience. We've lived that here, and we'll carry those lessons wherever we go. Over the past few years, we've also lived through trends. We saw the real meaning of resilience when we survived the TikTok ban for about 12 hours. From the clean girl aesthetic to acting demure, each trend is a reminder that this graduating class, we adapt, we create, and yes, we commit. But what really sets our class apart is how we're navigating a new era, AI. As a class, we quickly discovered ChatGPT, and our professors quickly discovered that we discovered ChatGPT. Yes, AI. It's changing everything. But here's the thing. We're part of that change. Every new technology brings change and challenges, but also opportunities. And if there's one thing I know about the class of 2025, it's that we're lifelong learners. As we move forward, remember this. Don't let your path scare you. The detours, The failures, the unknowns, they're all part of your story. You don't need to have it all figured out. Just keep going, keep learning, keep growing, keep being you. I'm a daughter, sister, friend, mentee, co-worker, and a girl with way too many dreams and a few too many setbacks. But I didn't get here on my own. Every step of this journey, through the highs and the lows, has been shaped by each and every one of you. So, I want to take this moment to thank those who've been such a big part of that journey. Taryn and the campus visits and admissions team, academic affairs, Katie, Robbie, Dr. Katrina Carter-Tellison, the citizenship team, and Bruna Gill. And to someone very special, Dr. Antonella Rogerio. Where do I even begin? Maybe it's when we first met, and we didn't exactly like each other. We'll save that story for another day. You say I was a rebellious freshman, and maybe I was, but you end up hiring me anyways. You became my boss, my mentor, and someone I admire the most. Thank you for showing me the power of impact, how to lead with purpose, and how to leave the world a little better than we found it. And to my family, Mom, Dad, and my 2 sisters, thank you. Without your support, I would not be here. Thank you for your unwavering support, your trust, and for giving me the space to grow, even when it meant being far from home and away from your favorite daughter and sister. To my fellow graduates, we come from different places, speak different languages, and see the world in different ways. But today, we share one powerful thing in common. We are the class of 2025. So graduates, go out there and do what Lynn taught us to do best, make an impact. Thank you and congratulations.
Let's hear it one more time for Tony George. Congratulations, very well done.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time it is my pleasure to once again introduce Dr. Kevin M. Ross, the president of Lynn University, who will offer some remarks and introduce this year's commencement speaker.
Well done, Tanya. It is my honor to present Brandon Bastide as your commencement speaker. At Lynn University, we've known Brandon for several years and have followed his remarkable career from Gallup to Kaplan to his current role as the CEO of Brand Ed. We've had a lot of meaningful conversations on curriculum and how best to engage college students to lead fulfilling lives and careers. Brandon is a bold thought leader, a futurist, an expert in higher education and the workforce. As the CEO of Brand Ed, Brandon leads the education company in creating industry-immersive programs. Their mission is to help transform passions into meaningful and fulfilling careers by providing relevant, practical courses taught by industry experts and leaders in the world's best-known brands, including Sotheby's Institute of Art, the Vogue College of Fashion, the School of the New York Times, and Manchester City Sports Business School. With locations in New York, London, and Madrid, Brandon often refers to this as the intersection of academia and industry. While at Kaplan, Brandon served as the Chief Partnership Officer and Global Head of Learning Innovation, where he led all of Kaplan's work serving universities and companies with a strategic focus on learn-work innovations. Brandon gained exceptional experience during his time at Gallup, a global analytics and advisory firm where he was the global head of the public sector, serving higher education, government, and foundations. Also at Gallup, he was the Executive Director of Education and Workforce Development, where his teams led dozens of groundbreaking studies and consulted with hundreds of higher ed and workforce development organizations. He was also the founder and CEO of Outside the Classroom, one of the country's first successful educational technology programs that provided online courses on alcohol abuse and sexual assault prevention, and it was taken by over 15 million college students. Brandon has published more than 300 articles, served as the keynote speaker at more than 200 conferences, and is a LinkedIn top voice and a frequent contributor to Forbes.com. He received his bachelor's degree in public policy from Duke University, an honorary doctorate from Augustana College. He's a trustee emeritus of Duke and has served on the Board of Visitors of the Sanford School of Public Policy. He is a member of the Business Higher Education Forum, which is the nation's oldest membership organization of Fortune 500 CEOs and college and university presidents, dedicated to the creation of a highly skilled future workforce. He also serves on the board of directors of the Association of American Colleges and Universities and on the Dean's Advisory Council for Harvard University's Division of Continuing Education. He has some wisdom to share today. Please welcome Brandon Bastide.
Thank you, Kevin. It's a privilege to be here. Lynn is an incredibly special place, and for me, it's been one of the great joys of my career to be able to work with this leadership team, which I consider some of my higher ed heroes. I don't know about you, but I've often been confused that we call this event both a commencement and a graduation. Commencement, of course, means a beginning or a start, and graduation means completing a course of study. Certainly today is both a beginning and an end in some respects, but I don't think either of those words or descriptions really get at what this is. This isn't a graduation or a commencement. This is an intersection on the highway of life, and it may be the biggest and most complicated one. It's the intersection of learning and work, college and career. And in some ways, I've spent my entire career at this intersection. And my goal today is to share the best wisdom that I've gathered about how to successfully navigate through it and beyond. I need to start, though, with some really good news. As graduates from Lynn University, you are far better prepared than most. Lynn's innovative interdisciplinary curriculum and a focus on applied learning means that you're already better prepared to navigate this intersection. Studies show, for example, that the most important factors of college linked to success later in life are things like working on a long-term project that took a semester or more to complete, having a job or an internship where you were able to apply what you were learning in the classroom, having a mentor who encourages your goals and dreams. I'm curious of the graduates sitting here, how many of you feel like you hit the mark on at least one of those? Hands, hollers, let's hear it. This can be the interactive part. It's not a surprise to me that a lot of you nodded heads when I said that. And by the way, as you go out and have job interviews, emphasize those points of your Lynn experience. It will sell and sell well. I've been fortunate to have the opportunity to lead global studies, work with renowned researchers, and with some of the best universities and corporate entities in the world. And from that, I have a few insights to share about what makes people successful in work and life. Here are what I think of as the all-time greatest hits. First, the single most important determinant of your success at work is who your manager is. Now, I know many of you have already secured jobs, so you probably could have used this advice a few weeks or months ago. but trust me, it will serve you well throughout your lifetime. It turns out 70% of what accounts for your engagement in your job is all about who your manager is. Do you have one who focuses on your talents and tries to help create those in the form of strengths that you can use each day? That would be the best kind of manager to have. Or do you have a manager who constantly harps on your weaknesses and critiques what you're doing? Or worse yet, do you have a manager who just ignores you entirely? My advice, wherever and whenever you can, is to pick the manager or leader you work for, not the organization. And this would be my same advice that I give to you as students, and for those of you going off to graduate school, you can apply this one. Pick the professor, not the course. Think about the best teacher that you've ever had. And actually, I'd like you to put that person's name in your head right now. So think about the best teacher you've ever had. Put that person's name in your head. And if you don't mind, you want to be participatory, everybody at the count of 3, shout out the name of that person. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. That's awesome. Now, with that person in mind, I want to ask you the question, what was it that made them your best teacher? And by the way, we can keep this interactive. I'd love to hear you shout out a few of the things that made that person your best teacher. Go ahead, just give me a couple. Oh, this is awesome. So I'm hearing a few things like they cared. They got to know me as a person. They pushed me, but in an encouraging way. We could go on, of course, but the reason why I wanted to give you that prompt is that I want you to think about those qualities from your best teacher, and I want you to look for that in a manager. And by the way, when you ascend to manager and leadership roles yourself, I want you to think about being that kind of manager yourself. Second, when it comes to a life well lived, I'm going to encourage you at every stage of your life to ask yourself the 2 most important questions in the world. First, do I have a chance to do what I'm best at each day? And second, do I have someone who encourages my development? Whether that's a teacher, coach, faculty member, manager, boss, leader, spouse, family member. If you can say yes to these 2 questions throughout your life, you will find success on so many levels. Third, if you have an ambition to live a long and good life, here's a fun one for you. In a study of centenarians aimed at understanding the secret to a long life, a couple things stood out. On average, they didn't retire until age 80. Now, this might revise a few of your retirement plans. I'm sure actually for some parents and grandparents in the room, it might revise yours. And when these centenarians were asked about their jobs and careers, they all described jobs where they had purpose through the act of being able to use their strengths and talents each day. Jobs and careers aren't just about making money. You need a paycheck, of course, but they're also about purpose. Purpose, and this is the really critical part to understand, is much more about finding or shaping a job that allows you to use your strengths and talents every single day, not every now and then. It's different than simply saying, follow your passion. It's more about following your strengths and talents. So that's my summary of the greatest hits. And as much as you'd be wise to follow them, I'm not sure they're as important as what I'm going to encourage you to think about next, as your graduation or intersection navigation assignment of sorts. As I stand up here a quarter century removed from my own college graduation, I can't remember a single thing that my commencement speaker said. I tried, I couldn't come up with it. As I was preparing for this address, at first I thought a great goal would be to leave the graduates here with just one key takeaway that they remember from what I say. But then it hit me. If this is an intersection, you need to be able to navigate it yourself. And that means my goal isn't to have you remember what I say, but to get you to remember what you told yourself today. I'm going to say that again. My goal isn't to get you to remember what I say, but to remember what you will tell or told yourself today. I've come to realize that the advice that has worked for me is the advice that has worked uniquely for me. I've had great advice from friends and mentors, coaches, counselors. Advice from others is always valuable to listen to and to consider. But you also need to decide whether it makes sense for you. As a graduate, you need to leave here today believing that no one is a better expert on your life than you. Today marks the moment when you start making and taking your own advice. Navigating this intersection and the many more ahead requires you to have your own internal compass or GPS. As I reflect on the best advice I've had, it was the advice that I gave myself, or rather that I adopted and made my own. In my class of 1999 college yearbook, I actually listed quotes that I had planned to live by. The heart has its reasons, which reason cannot comprehend. At some point, all the data and analysis in the world gives way to just your gut instinct or what's in your heart. The other one I listed was fortune to the bold. And of course, to be successful in life, you have to take risks. You have to be bold. And the last one I listed, and it might be my favorite one, is the early bird gets the worm. You have to work hard. You have to be prepared. And yes, you have to show up early. These mottos and guideposts were ones that I adopted very early on from the very beginning of my career, and they've served me well more than anything else because I made them mine. I want to give you one task today, and that is to think about what your advice is for yourself. In this moment, sitting at the intersection of college and career, the very act of doing this will change you. Write it down, share it with your friends and family, post it on social media, whatever it takes to imprint it as your true north or North Star. My advice to myself. This should be your first step into the world as graduates to become once and for all the greatest expert on you and to begin to lead your life with your own advice, the kind of advice that resonates most deeply with who you are and who you want to be. It's time for your advice, not mine, not theirs, yours.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, it is my pleasure to once again introduce Dr. Kevin M. Ross, the president of Lynn University, who will now present the Gregory J. Malfitano Distinguished Alumni Award.
Good afternoon once again. The Gregory J. Malfitano Distinguished Alumni Award honors graduates who have achieved success in their chosen field, stayed active in the Lynn community, and made a positive difference locally or globally. This award is named after last year's recipient, Gregory J. Malfitano, who for over 50 years has been, until this day, continues to be a steward and caretaker of Lynn University and a genuine caregiver to our community. He's made an indelible imprint on Lynn University and Boca Raton in the region, and we named this award after him to honor his legacy and inspire Lynn alumni. And I know that Greg is here, so let's hear it for Greg Malfitano. I say that because he hates attention. Today, I'm honored to present the Gregory J. Malfitano Distinguished Alumni Award to Brett Podolsky, class of 2011, and the founder and co-owner of The Farmer's Dog. Brett is an exceptional example of creating a solution that improves the lives and empowers people to have a choice in how they care for their best friends, their companions, their dogs. His quest began with a problem. His dog, Jada, was having severe digestive issues caused by commercial pet food. Under the veterinarian's suggestion, Brett began to make Jada fresh food. The change was immediate and profound. Her health not only improved, it transformed her life. The problem was he couldn't find food for her that was to the standards he learned that we needed to give to a dog to live a long and healthy life. Highly processed pet food was the status quo, so he did something about it. In Brett's words, the right path is never the easiest one. You will face resistance, setbacks, and moments of doubt. But if you stay true to your mission and hold yourself to the highest standards and always do what's right, especially when no one is watching, you won't just build something that's successful. You'll build something that truly matters and something that can change the lives of many. Through The Farmer's Dog, Brett created a ripple effect, forcing the pet food industry to raise the bar for safety, quality, and integrity. He redefined what owners expect from a dog food company. The Farmer's Dog revolutionized the industry, providing pet owners a convenient and personalized option to feed their four-legged friends in a customized, fresh, and healthy way. In fact, Max's box arrived just yesterday. Today, The Farmer's Dog has served nearly 2 billion meals. And Brett's point of pride is building a company with integrity that does what they say they're going to do and provides pet owners with peace of mind, a quality product, and exceptional customer service. Dogs are part of the family, and Brett took his personal experience and found a way to change the way they're nourished. He improved their lives and made an invaluable difference in the lives of pet owners. Please join me in congratulating Brett Podolsky for being a change maker and making an extraordinary impact. We are proud to present the Gregory J. Malfitano Distinguished Alumni Award to Brett Podolsky.
Ladies and gentlemen, Katrina Carter-Tellison, Vice President of Academic Affairs, and Michael Petrosky, Academic Dean and Assistant Vice President for Academic Affairs, will present the award for excellence in teaching and dedication to students.
Good afternoon. The award for excellence in teaching and dedication to students is presented to a faculty member who demonstrates a commitment to student learning, uses innovative teaching techniques, and impacts student lives beyond the classroom. This year's recipient has demonstrated excellence in teaching and dedication to students for the past 14 years at Lynn University. This professor utilized innovative teaching practices for both undergraduate and graduate students. The recipient has also impacted students' lives beyond the classroom through partnerships with businesses and internship opportunities. These initiatives have helped the faculty member to build invaluable mentoring relationships with their students. The recipient has distinguished themselves as a strong advocate for faculty development to enhance the students' experience in the classroom and to further their growth and achievements. This year's recipient is the Program Coordinator for Data Analytics for the College of Business and Management, where the recipient has prioritized active learning and ensured that students gain hands-on experience through project-based coursework and certifications. This approach gives students the qualifications for the job market while fostering critical thinking and adaptability. Please join me in congratulating Joseph Ingalls for earning the Award for Excellence in Teaching and Dedication to Students. We will be accepting the award for Joseph Ingalls on behalf of him. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Vice President for Academic Affairs, Dr. Katrina Carter-Tellison, will now award degrees to members of the class of 2025.
Mr. President, it is my privilege to report to you that the candidates assembled here today have qualified in all respects in degrees in course by successfully completing prescribed curricula and have been recommended by the faculty and Board of Trustees to be awarded appropriate degrees in recognition of their academic accomplishment. We are pleased to present the candidates who have qualified in all respects for the degrees in course.
Donald E. and Helen L. Ross College of Education.
Alexandra Nicole Amoedo. Denise LaShawn Blunt. Anna Bobinski. Candace Cleckley. Lynn Constant. Marissa Lynn Corey. Reshawn J. Cox. Marcus Duran Darisaw. Hallie Emma Feldman. Kayla Pearl Friedlander. Sandra Gabrielle. Chunyan Hull. Nicole Michelle Howard Rice. Mercedes Ines Ethier. Isaiah Terrence Charles Jarvis. Beatrice Ransom Johnson. Edward King. Corey B. LeGrand. Lindsay Morgan Levy. Elissa Christina Lipke. Rose Janos. Noble Lockhart Mays. Brandy Rosalie Long. Tasha Bowes. Harnell's Maurice Michel. Marissa Misiostia. Emery B. Moss. Gabrielle Alexis Nance. Aletheria Amalia Priobolos. Jade T. Pendergast. Clarissa Angela Preston. Renata L. Rainey Reese. Savannah Rains. Kavita Brittany Rambaros, Cameron Haley Riley, Deborah Rodriguez, Jamie Lee Sabini, Jessica Sanchez, Jennifer Diane Sargent, Tessa Claire Shopinski, Sage A. Sherbako, Alexandra Jade Sherman, Trevor James Sparacio, Lachey Desiree Stokes, Michelle Rose Stewart, Lorian A. Toppin, Luca Natale Vicino, Alexa Weinstein, Jordan Taylor Whittle, Marietta M. Williams, Melissa Charlotte Williams,
Burton D. Morgan College of Aeronautics,
Tiana Amani Kamak, Nicholas Ryan Cruz, Aiden Eric DeGraw, Peter Alexander Ferraro, Jason Gregory Gatanieri, Zachary Andrew Helm, Brandon Keith Jenkins, Connor Joseph Kane, Robert Klee, Rona Lade, Jack Simon Lindsay, Caden Allen Liam McCartney, Oliver Newell Miano, Mahiba Nasir, Christopher Carroll Park, Joseph Rasponte, Juan G. Ribera, Leonel Romero Fernandez, Dominic Safonte, Milan Zivkovic,
Conservatory of Music,
J. Juan Beck, Rubit Sabina Bracho Marquez, Gaia Bush, Pablo Andres Camacho, Hoon Chang, Paula Isabel Garcia, Miguel Ángel Garcia Marquez, Megan Hagel, Stephen Samuel Halpner, Patrick Howard Hengsler, Jeremy Emovrafe Jefferson, Mabel Lacrone, Danielle Meneses Leal. Matthew Joseph Monteleone. Maria Paula Mora Alfaro. Reagan Wynn. Olivia Nicole Oakland. Antoine Rios Pelaez. Jenna Aziza Datumanan Salaman. Miriam Elizabeth Smith. Elizabeth Thomashoff. Shuchi Young. Balran Zolfagori.
Eugene M. and Christine E. Lynn, College of Communication and Design.
Maria Alonso Ruiz. Jaylan Alu. Kivana Air Alvaranga. Kiris Anderson. Maxwell Joseph Baggett. Noah Barclay. Alana J. Barrett. Alyssa Rose Beltrami. Andrea Bernal.
Philip John Bicocci.
Avery Bryce Blakey. Brooke Logan Bond. Carla Machado Borges de Carvalho Dias. Eleonora Bori. Monica Soleil Goldbach Bridgers. Bo Paul Brookman. Eleanor May Bruce. Sydney Elizabeth Burke. Amy Cheney. Elizabeth Lochran Claggett. Colin Ethan Clark. Samuel Jared Cohen. Jonah Mark Cole. Luciano Enrique Cortez Diaz. Marco Costa. Nora Valentina Christiansen Calderon. Nellie Angelica Cruz. Jack Isaac Dana. Keon Tishai St. Yorick Dixon. Kareem Elabar. Jason Escarmond. Fabiana Amalia Ferrante Ricine. Anna Maria Ferrari Foti. Timothy Brian Froelich. Sophia Alejandra Fugay Scharfenorth. Jose Galindo.
Adam Joshua Jibo Rosenthal. Jibo.
Grant Geisler. Isabella Catherine Gibbs. Matteo Diarra. Jamilette Gomez Vargas. Stefan Frederick Good. Kiera Amaya Danae Howard. Jordan Lazaro Intarian. Milena Yushkova. Althea Patrice Jacobs. Samuel Skaggs Jones. Saga Anna Marie Isabella Yontoft. Gerard Avanash Jude. Ryan Edward Casey. Cristobal Eduardo Kaufman. Mitchell Joseph Kayal. Hayden Andrew Kelly. Alexandra Eloise Ketchum. Ariel Bell Knight. Antonia Laporta de Medeiros. Trong Hao Lai. Max Harrison Lederer. Ethan David Harrison Lindner. Amelia Lee Leo. Benjamin Christian Luges. Ashley Lorena Madrigal Lopez. Ashley Jocelyn Martinez. Natalie Michelle Martinez. Eric Mendez. Fabio Menzel.
Taylor Lauren Mercur.
Declan Richard Miller. Paul Warfield Mosley II. Margot Kenna Murphy. Ariana Marie Nichols. Luis E. Oliveira. Devin Joseph Pankow. Catherine Janet Phelps. Paige Victoria Platt. Maxwell Post. Drew Robert Quattrochi. Samantha Ragusa. Mahika Rana. Kobe Alexander Reese. Alana Ann Rondinone. Philip Rosandic. Jacob Dylan Ross. Hattie Ullman Rowe. Rocco Stephen Ruggiero. Christina Thompson Russell. Gabriel Francisco Santalo. Lexi Elena Schultz. Braden Cole Schwartz. Tanya Elizabeth Serpis. Adil Shamsuddin. Kayla Rose Sheridan. Felipe Sigal de Brito. Delaney May Smith. Hilario Jose Songo. Clotilde Lucille Solier. Amanda E. Topple. Felipe Villarnovo de Souza. Ashley Vosberg. Lily Grace Waters. Onelia Catherine Wilson.
College of Arts and Sciences.
Madison Lee Acosta. Madison May Andrade. Malik A. Aroma Shodu. Malek Sadek Audi. Kiara Keshana Augustus. Tomeka Marie Austin. Spencer Alex Backman. Emily Nicole Balcarcel. Madison R. Baldino. Imani Chaze Baldwin. Madeline Francis Barlow. Renee Anastasia Barrett. Tamia Battle. Rachel Schneider Beam. Darielle Beavers. Brianna Bedoya. Karina Elizabeth Bencomo Ahau. Caroline Boniske. Tara Louise Boyd. Kayla Morgan Bradby. Catherine Brewster. Emma Jean Browning. Snyder Bruno. Clara Jean Buckman. Alexandria Buckner. Garrett Philip Burdett. Tania M. Caballero. Bianca Lauren Kane. Tashoy Danielle Campbell. Madison Cantrell. Christelle Castelli. Paige Marilyn Castro. Sophia Chavaria. Joseph Christopher Sirami. Isabella G. Connolly. Laura Artman. Ashley Brianna Costanzo. Maria Eduarda Couto Dourado. Isabella Kress. Anna Bradley Curry. Karina Murinalini Dasrath. Yvette Maciel de la Rosa Montano.
Lismet Caridad de Zayas.
Madison Kate Dearman. Laura Julia DeConning. Marco Vito Dallaccio. Abraham Wisney DeRosier Jr. Darlene Desjardins. Anaisha De Ravine. Emma M. Ditzig. Jemima Dosselet Ancine. Yaliagni Dominguez Tamayo. Tiago dos Santos Laura. Nicholas George Drew. Mackenzie Driver Benjamin. David H. Duncan. Daniela J. Einstein. William Chase Evans. Amelia N. Fish. Fiona Marjorie Fitt. Alexander Campbell Flanagan. Madison Alexis Fugazi. Alexandra Renee Gallo. Adriana Garcia. Memory Adair Garrett. Stephanie Michelle Gass. Amy Blair Geisler. Isabella Grace Gentile. Alexandra Jortsido. Alexis Storm Healy Glasgow. Chantel Nicole Gonzalez. Kayla Monet Gonzalez. Yaren Guberman. Blake Harkcom. Maria Monifa Martha Hart. Todd Leonard Hayes Jr. Victoria Hendricks. Maria Guadalupe Hernandez. Katie Stephanie Hernandez Alvarado. Diana Herrera Ruiz. Kate Abigail Holman. Sydney Aaron Holzer. Shatiria Huey. Hannah Grace Hutchins. Ernisha C. Isidore. Sophia A. Jakovitz. Sofia Marie Jimenez. Suncharon Jolteas. Maxim Hall Jonasaint. Anna Cecile Josephs. Michael Dikran Julfayan. Carissa Lynn Karpinski. Emily Kemp. Athanasios Kinas. Kelly Klein. Lily Koch. Shane Antonio Koch. Kylie Alyssa Kochansky. Alexandra Isabel Cotis. Camille Tristan Lawrence. Haley Breon Leach. Diego Alejandro Leal. Caitlin Noel Litweiler. Valeria Lojadice del Moral. Flor Sterly Luima. Abigail Grace Lovelace. Nicole Malcone. Brian Jose Manzanares Jr. Christiana Marina Keys Fernandez. Yasaira Martel Soler. Lordane Anthony McBean. Noel McGuire. Soraya G. McKinney. Luna Mertens. Jordan Mills. Megan Dolores Minnick. Emily Marie Miranda. Anna Armel Stephanie Monte Jordan. Lola G. Navarro. Benjamin Vito Novara. Lauren O'Brien. Alexis Rose O'Malley. Elijah Jonathan Oran. Madison Sophia Papalardo. Karen Pierce. Sarah Penuela. Danielle Hannah Peretz. Sarah Perez. Cassidy Pickett. Stephanie Pinto. Juan Manuel Pinzon. Gabriela Andrea Ramos Yerala. Tatiana Reyes. Sarah Eugenia Roda. Kiara Nicola Rodriguez. Lircy Joan Roldan Irizarry. Maria Rosero Barros. Tyler Reed Rothstein. Molly Rubin. Natalie Sawicki. Alessia Scanlon. Ella Anna Simonian. Tanina de Sentimentes. Olivia Joanne Sherlock. Samuel Joseph Shusko. Michael A. Sickles, Jr. Sierra Smith. Spencer R. Smith. Emily Claire Solomon. Eve Sarah Rachel Abraham. Taylor Alyssa Stewart. Leonique Stewart. Isabella Tallini. Nicole Ashley Taylor. Rebecca Theodore. Julia Reed Topple. Jania Torres. Logan Marie Torrey. Ana Leticia Urbanin. Milagros Urioste Resta. Claudia Elizabeth Valentine. Paula Andrea Vaninetti. Jose R. Vega. Annabella Alana Verheyen. Raven Walker. Adiana Telea Waters. Kayla Francis Wall. Ryan Anthony Weeks. Chloe Michelle Wells. Mackenzie Lynn West. Brandy Whitford. Lauren Josephine Wickerson. Michael Weinberger. And Jenny Sarah Worley. Or Shir Yifrach. Alicia Lucia Zaidi.
College of Business and Management.
Jamil Salimo Leboeuf Abdullah. Al-Walid Rashid Ali Al-Musafir. Alyssa Alarkin. Alexa Maria Albanese. Ana Georgina Aldrete Gonzalez. Mohamed Al-Mansouri. Ignacio Cristobal Alvarez. Valentin Alvarez Garcia. Konstantinos Ampezis. Eric Robert Anderson. Madeline Louise Anderson. Nathan Andis. Antonio Isaac Aponte. Lucene Arenas. Juanita Arias Gill. Saban Owen Astral. Joshua Atmodi Medjo. Laura Victoria Axon. Maeve Jal Bard. Caitlin Marlene Babinski. Cameron Scott Bacon. Sylvester Baez Jr. Margarita Baeza. David I. Biden. Michael Richard Bailey. Heather Ann Ballantyne. Tadiwanashe Bangweo. Sloan Chambers Barber. Donatella Ava Barbero. Austin Barnau. Keila Chanel Barnes Blackwood. Catalina Andrea Barraza. Nikola Bartetska. Ebony Bartley. Asia Page Bassey. William Armand Baumstark. Sebastian Beimel. Drew Michael Belcastro. Bo Tyler Bernadeau. Shane David Bernstein. Ismail Naeem Bhamji. Nicholas Anthony Biamonte. Pierre-Louis Jean Billon. Dylan Jeffrey Blake. Ethan Jarrett Bostwick. Francesca Abrado. Alyssa Rayanne Bruley. Madeline Gale Bryant. Angelo Buglioli. Clayton Bull. Alexandra Bundalo. Kaylin Vincent Burgess. Samuel Ignacio Bustamante. Jessica L. Budo. Thomas Mario Camarano. Fernando Canali. Matthew James Canedo. Mark Cano Sostre. Luis Miguel Casares. Marie Velasquez Kaspelich. Daniela Castellanos. Channing Lee Chappell. Roberto Jesus Char. John Arthur Charles. Alana Marie Ciarcello. Cooper Anthony Sybil. Chaz Jordan Cipriano. Rebecca Clark. Nicole Clark. Victoria Samantha Koch. Pia Rose Colavito. Stephen Scott Collins.
Danielle J. Conboy.
Jose Kengi Condori Gonzalez. Carlo Francesco Controni Fabrega. Stefan Cordero. Charles Vincent Cosenza III. Natalia Koskun, Ryan Coverston, Tallery Lynn Crafton, Addison Marie Crone, Rodrigo Cuevas de la Cruz, Sophia Madison Cunningham, Jackson Robert Cutter, Gianluca da Costa Lima, Michaela Dagers, David Enrique Damas Romero, Brandon Tyler Dappin, Maria Cecilia Martins de Pino, Gregorio de Urdanibia Paños, Gavin Dean, Karima Dean, Gabrielle Ray DeFeo, Julia Jo Delaney, Megan Dempsey, George Patrick D. Pasquale, Jr., Alec Christopher Descotel, Eloise Celine DeVary, Charles A. DeVito, Franco Luca Di Paolo, Mateo Diaz Roa, Nicholas Dominguez Strassner, Sebastien Doyon, Edward Francis Downey, Franco Marcelo Duarte Naders, Alyssa N. Duffy,
Coben Duncan,
Alessandra Dunker, Liam Durso, Chibunkem Ann Edozie, Orin Effergan, Sofia Espinoza, Salvatore Esposito, Jose Estandia Ordovas. Hannah Elizabeth Exley. Nicholas Patrick Fabrizio. Yuzni Ali Mahmed Fakir. Dana Marie Elizabeth Fideli. Benjamin Feltingoff. Carlos Gabriel Fernandez del Pino Robles. Laura Ferrer Santos. Rocco Fierro. Benjamin Reed Feinberg. Ella Flynn Fior. Christian Paul Fletcher. Virginia Flores. Brianna Florexel. Damian Craig Flowers II. Felicia A. Forlenza. Matthew David Fromer. Susan Josephine Fucci. Benjamin Funes. Sophia Ann Gabriel. Samantha Drew Gallo. Grant Ganzi. Haktan Garayev. Daphne Garcia. Tanya Elizabeth George. Joshua Levi Gershfeld. Luke Joseph Gettleman. Fale Gariba. Sadil Agazana. Luiz Davi Sobreira Giral. Brett Glasshofer. Aryaman Golcha. Samson Joseph Goldman. Samantha Rose Goldstein. Aurora Sydney Good. Alexander Gorodensky. LaDawn M. Grant. Katie Emily Grasso. Kiara Aurore Jean-Francois Guillaume. Ariane Ghislaine. Abraham Gutman. Henry Habib. Henry Hofferkorn. William Spencer Haig. Derek Wayne Hallas. Donovan Hunter Hamlow. Victoria Madison Hamill. Jack Harride. Christian Francis Harris. Carter Snow Harvey. Michaela Ann Hemingway. Carla Henderson. Ashley Hernandez. Nicolas Antonio Hernandez Medina. Charlie Higgins. Emily M. Hilton. Turner Paul Holt. Miles S. Hopkins. Mia Grace Hubbard. Katie Christine Ingolia. Andrew Raymond Ironshield. Laura Jaramillo Cifuentes. Chinagli J. Jean. Kyle Shama John. Monica Jonas. Emma Elizabeth Jones. Sydney Jones. Danae Airy Joseph. Daniel Reed Josephberg. Allison Kaplan. Valentina Castrati. Joseph Kayal. Ali Kanar. John Andrew Kelly, Michael Kennedy, Joyce Kessler, Fala Khan, Media Khosravi, Luis Emmanuel Kiefer, Aidan Klee, Thomas Klinsky Torres, Jared Hayden Culp, Oriolua A. Kuye, Becky Lacayo Hertig, Elizabeth Leslie Langen, Savannah Grace Larson, Kenneth LaSala, Brianna Elizabeth Lasky, Patricio Lastra, Jose Leon, Daniel Hennick Lamel, Eugenio Lemus, Hannah Leon, Courtney Joe Lesko, Nicholas Eduardo Lester, Carter Jason Levenstein, Maria Eduarda Lima Dutra, Siobhan Alfonso Lindo, Roxanne Lindsay, Kyle Nicholas Lopez, Gustavo Adolfo Lopez Gomez, Peyton Anthony Lucas, Peter S. Mahfood, Ola Mahmoud, Taylor Jane Macris, Tishiara Esther Mancinelli, Matteo Maronati, Christopher Lance Marsigliano, Caroline Navega Martins, Christopher Mastandrea. Cameron Joseph Mateka. Ethan John Mora. Omar Aziz Mazhar. Olivia Grace Mazukina. Grace Leon McAvaney. Mackenzie Joelle McFarland. Cameron McGarry. Telma Eladiamari Medina. Destiny Adeline Meyer. Kevin Mikolanda. Adam Bronx Moore. Kathy Montas. Danielle Abby Montalbano. Tara Marie Montanero. Gabriela Maria Morales. Edward Brennan Moran. Juan Camilo Moreno. Jaren Olivia Morgan. Esther Morhaime Alfie. David Murigi. Sean Justin Murphy. Lala Nedier. Justina Newell. Gabriela Nikolova. Kai Noppin. Anthony Ortiz. Gregory M. Otto. Frankel Outen. Ricardo Pacar II. Rita Ann Page. Victoria Palermo. Vessi Palma. Nicholas Vincent Panzarino. Vasilis C. Papa George. Caitlin Lachey Parker. Beverly Regala Paras. Robert Vincent Padalano. Tanya Pelfini Diaz. Kobe Gerard Felicier. Isabela Cabral Pereira dos Santos. Andrés Alberto Pérez Silva. José Antonio Pérez Zelaya. Tori Jacqueline Pierce. Rose Lorna Pierre. Camille Waldemar Piotrovich. Trinity Alexandria Pitts. Jennifer Barbara Plata. Zofia Malgorzata Podbiol. Owen Joseph Pogwist. Isabella Ponce. Alexandra Nicole Ponzini. Jorge Enrique Poveda Cordova. Jessica Paula Prada Carrillo. Luciana Maria Prada Picado. Triantafilia Eleni Preovalos. Osei Price. Brianna Marie Poulador. Joseph Ferris Putnam. Veronica Quintero Urbina. José Ignacio Ramírez Gómez. Meredith Marie Raviza. Ariana Rose Resnick. Bianca Felisa Restrepo. Brandon Raynard. Garrett Hyde Reynolds. Nicholas Scott Reynolds. Christian David Richardson. James Theodore Richter. Sereni Cambry Reitker. Anne Christine Rispo. Isabella Rose Riddle. Philanda Robertson. Jesse Cordell Robinson Jr. Taylor Lindquist Rodina. Ariana Esperanza Rodriguez. Emily Marie Rodriguez. Juan Andres Rodriguez Jr. Daniel Joseph Rogers. Rachel Caroline Romick. Jacob Francis Rousseau. Olga Marie Roussos. Sam Russo. Annalise G. Saavedra. Gianna Monique Saldivar. John Paul Salerno III. Ava Gabrielle Salomon. Carla Salvatierra. Olivia Lynn Sandstedt. Ariana Pius Kalia. Janielle Scarlett. Hayden Anton C. Jaden Peter Selden. Aaron Anthony Senturk. Param Chintan Shah. Charles Albert Shannon. Safwan Damian Sharif. David Max Shayayev. Andrew James Shaka. Jack Bradford Sheets. Hunter Gage Shue. Federico Sheen. Faisal Ramsey Showman. Ian Robert Sinclair. Jason Andrew Smiley. Angelina Marie Sacodato. Alexis Grace Spano. Don Rolston Saint Bard. Davide Stefanoni. Reagan Mackenzie Stewart. Shane Patrick Strebel. Francisco Suarez. Thomas Howard Suko. Kyra Naomi Sanga. Emmanuel Isaiah Suvino. Luke Anthony Sweatman. Joseph J. Sweat. Dominique Swinton. Sabrina Taylor. Martina Tebele Dobrevitker. Joshua Samuel Teshome. Tristan Tennyson. Naisha L. Thomas. Ilyasha Milani Soyini Todd. Brenda Lucero Tomai Conza Salazar. Clementine Louise Toms. Gianmarco Tonini. Victor Joseph Troisi. Kerem Turanli. Jason Colby Turkel. Julia V. Vicala. Lucy Isabella Valdov. Mia Valido. Tyler Douglas Van Wart. Jason Ariel Velasquez Paz. Isabel Velez. Sofia Verga. Emiliano Vichar. David Vilota. Kiani da Silva Adolfo Virgilio. Aline Viviani Brunello. Gail Walden. Caitlin Ward. Micah Weiss. Kayla Janae Williams. Nivea Kalari Williams. Chase Quinton Wills. Cameron Lynn Wilson. Ariana Sasheka Yates. Emily Tay Zurita. Bridget Sheila Riley. Mila L. Ivory. Emily Danielle Schechter. Lori Diane Reynolds. Eric Alexander Urtecho.
Ladies and gentlemen, Lynn University President, Dr. Kevin M. Ross.
I'd like to let everyone know what kind of class we have here, how empathetic they are. About 4 dozen people asked me how I was doing. So thank you for your concern. What a happy day. The degrees in course will now be conferred. Will the candidates for the undergraduate, master's, and doctoral degrees from Lynn University please rise? By the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Lynn University, I do hereby confer upon you the degrees in course to which you are entitled, together with all the rights, titles, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. Graduates, you may now move your tassels to the left side of your caps. Congratulations to the class of 2025. On behalf of the entire university, it is my great honor to officially welcome you into our Alumni Association. You have carried the Lynn name with pride, and now as you go out in the world, know that you will always be part of our family, and you will always have a home at Lynn.
Will everyone please rise for the benediction offered by Dr. Jan Robertson. After the benediction, we ask that you participate in one last Lynn tradition, led by President Dr. Kevin M. Ross. The platform party and all the professors will form a recessional line on both sides of the center aisles, giving you a chance to say goodbye and your professors one last time to say congratulations.
Let us pray. Almighty and supernal God, thank you for your gracious presence during this graduation ceremony. May the joy and excitement of this shared celebration be a lasting memory and an entree into bright and successful future. May all present today be open to your guidance and wisdom as they develop their gifts and travel their path into a life well lived. May the members of the class of 2025 be the recipients of your continued blessings as they prepare to impact the well-being of society. And now I leave you with the Gaelic blessing. May the road rise up to meet you. May the wind be always at your back. May the sun shine warm upon your face. The rains fall soft upon your fields. And until we meet again, may God hold you in the palm of his hand. Amen.
Ladies and gentlemen, just a reminder to please remain at your seats until the platform party and faculty have formed the recessional line along the middle aisle and you receive instructions from the ushers. And now we ask that everyone join the class of 2025 in singing the alma mater. The words are printed in your program. Congratulations, Lynn University graduates.